The Auditor-General provides assurance to Parliament on the accountability and performance of the Victorian public sector. The Auditor-General conducts financial audits and performance audits and reports on the results of these audits to Parliament. On the 6th of August 2014, the Auditor-General tabled his performance audit report, Coordinating Public Transport. Key objectives within the Transport Integration Act 2010 establish a strong imperative for achieving a coordinated public transport system. While around 85% of people live near a bus, only 30% of dwellings are within walking distance to the train network. This means that effective coordination between public transport modes is essential to enable the efficient movement of people and their access to jobs and services. Public Transport Victoria, or PTV, was created in December 2011 with a particular focus on increasing the share of public transport trips, expanding the network, and ensuring public transport services are properly coordinated. PTV oversees public transport operators who are responsible for the day-to-day operation of services under the existing franchise arrangements. The Department of Transport, Planning and Local Infrastructure, or DTPLI, is responsible for leading strategic policy, planning and improvements relating to the transport system. The objective of this audit was to assess PTV's progress and effectiveness in coordinating public transport services by assessing whether institutional arrangements support effective strategic planning for and governance of coordination initiatives, and key strategies and initiatives for managing coordination have been effective. In doing this, the audit focused on how well PTV is managing the coordination of trams, trains and buses, and specifically on how its activities and existing contractual arrangements support the achievement of seamless travel within and between different modes. The audit also examined DTPLI's related role in strategic planning. The main conclusions from the audit were that public transport services are poorly coordinated and progress to improve this has been slow. PTV's establishment and its explicit focus on coordination is a key development. However, PTV needs to do more, including finalising its draft coordination framework, developing and reporting on indicators that reliably convey the level of coordination across different modes, strengthening its monitoring processes, and better incorporating performance incentives within franchise agreements to achieve coordination improvements. DTPLI also needs to develop statewide coordination objectives and governance arrangements to monitor coordination outcomes. Turning to our findings on planning and governance of coordination activities, while effective strategic planning for public transport coordination is vital to achieve the transport system's objectives, we found that past deficiencies in planning and management have led to poor coordination. For example, historically, public transport has been managed as a collection of separate modes rather than an integrated system. This has resulted in inadequate coordination between modes and long wait times between connecting train and bus services. This has begun to change with PTV's establishment and its focus on improving coordination. However, PTV's planning of the public transport network has been progressing slowly, as only its network development plan, Metropolitan Rail, is complete. Sound governance arrangements reinforce accountabilities and assure effective implementation of public transport coordination initiatives across agencies and operators. However, we found that franchise agreements are not explicitly focused on achieving coordination objectives, and DTPLI's governance arrangements do not support effective oversight of coordination initiatives. Frequent, direct and harmonised transport services are vital to establishing an effective and coordinated transport system. However, while 61% of buses serving key metropolitan train stations connect with a train service, only 21% of all train arrivals at these stations connect with a bus. Improving coordination across the wider network remains a significant challenge for PTV, given existing levels of disharmonisation of service frequencies across modes, gaps in the frequency, availability and directness of bus services, poor interchange design and inadequate customer information. It's important to note that addressing coordination of public transport extends beyond good planning, to effectively monitoring and evaluating the outcomes of strategies and initiatives. However, we found that PTV's bus-train connectivity indicator is limited and inaccurate. Its capacity to effectively monitor operators and services is compromised, and its past bus tracking system initiatives failed to meet their original objectives. The following 3 slides list the 9 recommendations we have made. Most relate to PTV finalising its coordination policy, plans and strategy, and to the improvement of their data collection and monitoring activities in relation to coordination. However, some are directed at the need for DTPLI to improve monitoring and measurement of statewide coordination initiatives. Both DTPLI and PTV accepted all our recommendations and described the specific actions they planned to undertake to address these. This slide lists other VAGO reports tabled over the past 5 years that have considered the performance of public transport. These have consistently identified challenges in addressing demand for services, the need to improve performance monitoring of the public transport system, and in the adequacy of coordination. Managing the environmental impacts of transport is scheduled for tabling later in August 2014. This audit is examining how DTPLI, BIC Roads and PTV are meeting their environmental obligations under the Transport Integration Act. All our reports are available on our website. If you have any questions about this or other reports, or if you have anything else you would like to discuss with us, including ideas for future audit topics, please call us on 03 8601 7000 or contact us via our website.